crunch in. Oops. So the joint was removed. Kind of forced to. Right, there you go. So at least you guys have an idea on this one. Since there's something wrong with the upper body. Yeah, see, I could move this one, but earlier kind of like. Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Regan and welcome back to yet another unboxing and review video. Today we're gonna take a look at this newly released figure of Hot Toys, another newly addition to our collection, and I'm really happy to share with you guys. This is none other than Ahsoka Tano from the TV series itself, Ahsoka TMS 11816 scale collectible figure. And before we start, if you're new here to our channel, please consider to subscribe and press the notification bell as well if you want to get notified once uploading new videos, especially Hot Toys. Without further ado, let's dive in because I'm really excited to share with you guys this one. So this is the art box. Absolutely fantastic. I would say the picture looks really nice. That looks like really her, right? Yeah, Rosario Dawson. Look at that. That is beautiful. And pretty sure, I think that's not. Yeah, that's not the prototype. Yeah, it should be the same. Right, of course, the standard art box for Star Wars figures of Hot Toys, black box, and of course the picture of the figure, and of course the team badge, blue color right here for Ahsoka TV show, and there you go, pretty neat. But of course, you can still see some scratches there at the back. That looks like old box, right? Like looks like a recycled to me. Anyway, let's take it out this, or let's remove this cover right here so we can see the art cover print. That looks awesome. Look at that. That looks really nice. But the face. Probably, we're gonna talk about that later, okay? I think just a very straightforward picture or print. And there you go, that's the figure right there. You can see right away what's inside the box, of course, the packaging. Let's remove this one. Right, before we check the main packaging, let me show you guys this small packaging tray right here on the top. So on this packaging tray, we're gonna get the lightsaber effects and of course the lightsaber hilt and with that light LED function. Yeah, right here. Okay, there you go. Looks pretty cool. Now let's take it out. The cover of this main packaging. Right, of course we got the instruction sheet or manual right here. There you go, very straightforward. You can also check this one just in case you're not familiar with the figure, especially those details, yeah, parts of the suit that you need to avoid to, touch it or something like, yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about that later, and let's start with the joints and some extra piece right here. So we got the joints, two pieces, extra joints. And then I believe this is the kind of like a tool, a piece that you're going to attach to the lightsaber hilt. Then right here, we got the tool for separate rolling eyeballs. We got some parts right here for the USB connector, holder as well. Two pieces of holder right here for the belt and of course for the stand, yeah, for the pole. And then right here on the side, we are going to get this piece right here, a broken piece or like a broken wall, from the TV show. If you guys remember this one, of course, that looks really nice. Actually, really like this one. Yeah, the details, the paint application looks absolutely incredible. I mean, like this one is pretty different. I mean, like the quality. Yeah, so this one is kind of like a diorama piece for that base, okay? And then right here on the side, we're gonna get 5 pieces of extra interchangeable hands with different gestures. So we got a pair of holding the lightsaber hilts, and then of course three fingers point holding the lightsaber as well. I believe, yeah, this one's kind of like holding the lightsaber, kind of like a gesture, something like a bit of style on the hands. And of course the details looks really good. Paint application absolutely fantastic. Look at that, nice one. Even the skin tone of the fingers, right? Nice. I'm gonna put this one inside, and of course right here, already unboxed this one, so that's why all the plastics already removed. Right here, the extra head sculpt, the interchangeable face sculpt or front face sculpt of Ahsoka, angry face or battle mode, facial expression, absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna do some close-up look on this one later. Alright, so I already removed all the plastics, so that's why there's no plastics anymore, you know. Right, and of course a figure right here of Ahsoka Tano. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I love the outfit actually. The outfit and the head sculpt. Yeah, that looks Rosario Dawson right there, right? But kind of like different from the packaging, that the one that I saw earlier. But anyway, still the outfit looks absolutely beautiful. So anyway, we're gonna talk about this one later. And we got the base right here. The uh, hmm, nice. This one is the rounded base, kind of like diorama already because of the design, the print. Yeah, but I would say like just a semi diorama because of the piece right here. So we're gonna let's attach this one already so you guys can see it quickly. And ooh, that's quite hard to attach. There you go. Yeah, not so hard. Okay, and of course the nameplate, beautiful nameplate, I would say. Nice piece right there. And of course, we got the acrylic pole right here. Oops. Wow. What's this like this? This one still have some plastic if you want to remove it, but if you don't want, you could just keep it there. I mean, it's not gonna bother the figure anyway. So, and of course, the waist holder right here, small waist holder right there. Nice, beautiful. And I think that's it. All right, I'm gonna put this one here. Think that's pretty much everything, included inside that box. So I'm gonna test first the articulations or the range of motion. Is it posable or not? Okay. So I'm gonna start with the head right here. Then of course with the how do you call this one? The hooded poncho. Oh yeah, right here. I think it's okay to put it there. Yeah, I think that's fine. Having that poncho should be fine. The head, of course, because of the headdress, kind of like limited, I would say, range of motion, but not that much. You could still do some nice poses on the head, like facing to the side, same other side as well. You could adjust. Anyway, this one is actually bendable, that headdress, so I think it's fine. Okay, there you go. So, yeah, that's it for the head. Very easy to move, I would say. It's just that, of course, the headdress. And, of course, we got the seamless arms right here. So, expect some, well, not limits head, but, of course, you got to be careful on this one. But, ooh, that one is nice. Oh, the above 90 degrees. Look at that. Ooh, oh, my goodness. That is absolutely. Anyway, let's remove the let's remove this poncho so you guys could see it clearly, the body, right? Yeah, so, I mean, like I could show you guys clearly. So let me remove this one. Gotta be careful. Oops. There you go. Easy. Pretty easy to remove and pretty easy to attach it. Again, that joints. Look at that. That is beautiful. I think it's better without the poncho, right? I mean, like you could use the poncho probably for some, scene. If you want to do some photography, then yeah, you could use that. But then I prefer if you're going to display one, if you're going to display this, better not to have that poncho. However, the main disadvantage to not putting that poncho is you might gonna get some or a lot of dust somehow on the arm. So yeah, yeah, I could see it already, some dust already here on the shoulders. So anyway, but yeah, it still looks great even though it with that dust you could easily clean that. Anyway, let's go back to the articulation. So if we go into that shoulders, it looks good, but I mean, of course, the range of motion looks absolutely incredible. But of course, you're gonna see that that kind of like weird shoulders, crumpled, look there. That looks, oof, that doesn't look good, right? I mean, like it's okay, but it looks like there's something here, some, ooh. Anyway, yeah, some extra muscles, I would say. All right, so and then moving to the front, if you're going to move, probably fine. Ooh, just be careful. Yeah, also above 90 degrees too. I would say just do it slowly. It's all about doing it slowly. Oops, there's some weird going on the shoulders. You just need to do it really slow and probably hold the shoulder part before moving the joints, so at least you could feel which position you're going to put the arms, in terms of posing this figure, because it is posable actually. Yeah, the range of motion is really big. There's no swivel move. Oh yeah, here on the elbow. So probably this one, the reason why it's covered, I mean, it's better to be covered because there's some gap there probably. So that's why we could easily move this one. You can see some joints there inside the forearm wrap or gauntlet. There you go. Okay, so at least you have an idea that the seamless arms is only up to here to the elbow, so not whole arms, not even up to the wrist, right? So probably because of the joint, bending the elbows. But it's kind of like weird why this one I could bend it all the way up, above 90 degrees, whereas this one is cannot. There you go. I have to really force it. I feel like I'm going to break the arms if I'm forcing it, to lift the arms. Ooh. So only up to there. I think, yeah, that's the right form. Anyway, so that's it for the elbows and for the arms, for the shoulders. Now moving on, so of course the wrist joint. I think that's the common one. That's very standard. Okay. And now for the waistline. Let me check if I could twist it. Not bad. Yeah, that's actually the natural look. I think we could, you know. Yeah, we could. See? Not bad. Nice one. Crunch in. Oops. So the joint was removed. There you go. Ooh, kind of pray this one. I might gonna change this one. I think it's ready to form. There you go. So I kind of forced to. Right, there you go. So at least you guys have an idea on this one. Since there's something wrong with the upper body, kind of accidentally pull out the whole. Yeah, see, I could move this one, but earlier kind of like hard to move. So I can also move up and down the shoulders, just so that you know. I could adjust. Wow, wow, we could actually call this like a die-cast material, because of those joints. Those joints are actually die-cast, so it's not plastic. Wow, that's actually a great news. This one is fine, we don't need to worry about that because it's covered by that forearm wraps right there. Just that the waist part is I accidentally pulled the upper body, but I think it's fine now. Should be okay. And I actually could move the upper body, look, side to side. It's actually pretty great, see, up and down, crunch in, moving that back and front. Nice. I think that's fine. We're fine, right? At least you guys have an idea. Anyway, let me put back those gauntlets. Right, kind of scary. So just be careful. At least you have an idea, guys. Just in case you're going to move the body, just try to feel it first. I think the reason why I kind of having hard time to move the upper body because of the headdress. I feel like it's blocking the range of motion, but I think it's not that much. Yeah, I think, yeah, just I would say not really super duper. What is this, like blocking the range of motion, or less range of motion in the upper body. I think should be okay. Decent, I would say decent movement or decent articulations or range of motion on the upper body. Okay, twist, side, crunch in. I think it's fine. Now moving on to the legs. The legs, because of the pants. This one, it's a drop crotch, so that's why the range of motion is only, I think 90 degrees is fine, right? To the back as well. Again, let's do it again. Other side. There you go. To the back. Nice. Actually, a good range of motion. And split straddle. I think that's the max because of the pants. Okay. The knees. There you go. Other side as well. Bam. Nice. Perfect. Right. I think that's it. Swivel. I think there's also swivel there. Right, I think that's it for the articulations. Let me change first the head so you guys can see it. Let me show you guys this one. Let me do some zoom a little bit here. So this is the plain facial expression, right? Or serious facial expression, and we got the angry face or grind or battle mode facial expression right here. Okay, I think it looks beautiful. All right, there's no gaps. I think it's so easy to, attach or, insert that magnets. Yeah, because this one also has a magnetic design right here on the top. So you could easily shoot it there to the headrest. Okay, there you go. Looks beautiful. If we're going to change it, insert here. Yeah, no issue, no problem. Perfect. Nice one. Okay, now let's attach. This one is the lightsaber hilt. I think it's pretty much the same with the first version, Ahsoka figure that they made. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same. There you go. We got the long one. We got the long lightsaber hilt. There you go. Bam, beautiful. And also, actually, I forgot to show you guys. You could also hang the lightsaber hilt right here. Of course, without the effects. Okay. Pretty cool, beautiful, and right. So we got the two lightsaber hilt right here, the normal or the standard. Now let's check the LED light up lightsaber. So let's attach this one right here. So we're gonna try this LED light up function of this lightsaber. Then let's check. It's going to work. Bam, nice one. Yeah, pretty strong. There's two switch both side of this switch right here. Okay, I think it's fine, right? Yeah, I think it looks good. And if we are going to put this effects, this lightsaber steel motion or steel effects, I think that's pretty strong. Look at that, nice. Let me turn off this one first. Oh, that is pretty strong, guys, because it's white, right? So that's why. Anyway, perfect. Yes, there you go. That is awesome. My goodness, this is nice. Anyway, so we got the holding the lightsaber hilt right here gesture. Perfect. And of course, if you're going to attach this, this is the motion effect. You got the small, bam. Fantastic, right? Absolutely fantastic. And this is actually pretty nice. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's it for the lightsaber USB function or LED light up function. This poncho, this is actually you could also remove this poncho through that buttons right here. There you go. So it has some buttons, the old style buttons of Hot Toys for their outfit, there you go. Or if you don't want to use these buttons or remove this poncho coming from the button, because I mean, like, somehow in the long run, if you could removing that and then attaching it, it might gonna loosen the stick, the tightness on the joint. So yeah, better to remove it from the head, but the heads also do the same thing, right? So anyway, both ways you could do it. Don't do it like often, I would say. Anyway, and this one looks like a button to me as well. Ah, I see. So those thing is actually the cover for the lightsaber hilt. There you go. Yeah. So these four pieces right here is actually the cover for the lightsaber hilt. If you're not gonna use it. Oh, nice. That's pretty clever. I mean, like, I think this is the first time, the first piece or kind of like features of the lightsaber hilt, to use this. So yeah, that's kind of like surprising. So anyway, also the head has some movable eyeballs or separate rolling eyeballs, which is actually pretty cool. Every figures of Hot Toys I think has this now. I mean, like especially the new ones, not the old ones. So I think started last year. Okay, but mainly last year, I believe. I forgot already actually. All right, so you could move the eyes of this plain facial expression or simple facial expression, or even the angry face facial expression. You could also move the eyes. There you go. Side by side comparison. I mean, like the likeness. If you're going to ask me about the likeness, I think this one looks more Rosario Dawson than this one right here. This one is kind of like off, honestly. Yeah, just a little bit. Probably the mouth is not that really. It gives more, not more, but it gives away the likeness to Rosario Dawson, because of that mouth. They should have like maybe choose a different facial expression, maybe not super duper open mouth, I would say. But this one actually, yeah, this one, the likeness, I would give like 95%, I would say. Yeah, 5%, there's still some room for improvement, but for the likeness, I think it looks great. It looks fantastic, it looks beautiful. For me, it looks like her. Yeah, of course, adding those paint application, the markings on her face, kind of like, yeah, you might not gonna notice her face. That's just me, in my honest opinion. Maybe some of you guys maybe gonna see it like maybe not really, right? But that's how I see it. Yeah, yeah, it's really good. And of course, the outfit looks really, really, really nice. I love the outfit. I forgot to show you guys the articulation of the ankle. How come? Actually, it looks good. And even this one, the joint of this ankle is also uh, die cast. Yes, look at that. Oh my goodness. So die cast, probably die cast as well here. Die cast on the elbows, and yeah, I think everything looks die cast. I mean, like every joint, except on the head part. But then, overall, on the body, I think that's pretty much the same. Joints. Of course, inside of this is also metal or die cast material. Love the outfits, love the patterns, especially here. Love this one as well. I mean, like the belt looks really good. It's probably detachable if you want to. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, this is different. Yeah. This is also detachable, but it's kind of like you have to hook it, to the belt. Again, the pants, absolutely beautiful. Looks pretty accurate, Even the shoes, or yeah, right, there you go. The shoes also look pretty accurate. That's beautiful. Love the details, you know, some straps there. There's no leather material on the suit. Yeah, there's no leather material. Just to let you know, guys. So everything is rubber or plastic and fabric material. Nice. This one looks like suede material, on the forearm piece. And there you go. Beautiful. You're gonna love this one, guys, believe me. All right, I think that's it. Perfect. Beautiful. Oh wait, I forgot. There's one thing that I forgot to show you guys. Want to see like how it looks like when we put the poncho. Uh, I mean like the hood on her head. So I want to see that as well. Since this one has embedded wire. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. And it has some shape already here that we could easily insert that head to this hood. Then there you go. Wow, I think it looks good. Nice. Well, let me pull this one. Yeah, that looks nice. Probably not. We just need to put something around here to really stuck it or stop it from moving up. But I think it looks okay now. That should be fine. I mean, it's not that bad, right? But I prefer something like this, more like this. We just need to change the facial expression. And then yeah, not so hard to position the hood. So I think you can enjoy that as well. All right, I think that's about it. And my final thoughts on this figure, I would say it is absolutely beautiful. It is a great looking piece. Definitely a must-have figure in your Star Wars collection. I mean, it turns out really, really good. I mean, the likeness, however, maybe not so much. Maybe only that. I mean, like especially this one right here, because this one I could still see the likeness, the resemblance to Rosario Dawson. I think the overall look looks incredible, in my honest opinion. But then, yeah, it's not just only the head sculpt, but the outfit looks beautiful. I think it's pretty accurate from the TV show, the poncho, the base, the parts that comes with it, the LED light up function on the lightsaber. I think everything looks absolutely beautiful. It turns out really, really good. It's just that the head sculpt, probably if you're really, really somehow expecting too much, then yeah, probably gonna disappoint you just a little bit. But overall, it's still gonna stand out, and you're still gonna enjoy this one. You're still gonna love this, especially if you're really a die-hard fan of Ahsoka, and of course the TV show as well, and of course even Star Wars, franchise. Then I think you're gonna enjoy. You're gonna love this one. I love this. I love the outfit actually. Probably gonna enjoy doing some poses on this one. So later I'm gonna do that, and also I'm gonna do some quick comparison with that first version. So stay tuned, so at least you guys could see it as well. And if you have any question, just let me know so I could put in my comparison video, and yeah, I could exchange it. Yeah, you could actually, if you have the first version as well, you could exchange it probably. So I'm really excited to do that later. Okay. Right, and I'm also excited to bring this in Star Wars Celebration, so hope you guys to see you there. So that's gonna be really, really awesome. All right, let me know what you think about this figure as well. Feel free to comment down below, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. Okay, until then, see you in the next one. Peace, Ahsoka.